What's up, guys, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. And I'm here with my special guest, Grey Wonder XD. He's fucking with me by being really quiet. Means we might actually get shit done. Bless you. And if you sneeze during this video, bless your face.
Fuck you!
Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances over down at her side. She's holding a volume of a manga in her hand. That's right. Nothing just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you are making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. No, I'm probably making it just a bigger deal than what it is. I've just been thinking about Sayuri, that's all. Sayuri? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki excels. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. I forgot to tell you, English is not my first language.
It is.
Not my best language, though.
Not your best. Not even French either.
It's Chinese. It's like I'm fluent in Chinese, but I suck at every other language. Even though I was never taught Chinese. But anyway.
Those dice you wore in games worked out pretty good.
Yeah, they did. You know, Zio. And Gamzu. And Mitriki. And
That's not
Wami.
even a character. That's not even near a character's name.
Luigi.
Here's the guy with the spear. Like the main character or the main cover art character.
Ganyu.
No, that's the 50.
Boom, I win. You're her
That's
best
how
friend,
you-
right? Yeah, I guess so. What about Liu Kang? Was that a bug? Oh no, it's one of my hairs.
Now we're going to go to awkward silence because dumbass here thought it was a bug.
No, because I felt something crawl, like when I moved my hand.
Suddenly a centipede goes up there. It's like, oh, this is the scariest shit ever. Scarier than this game.
I'm still waiting for it, man. What does this make us? If I didn't fuck up and I got all the videos transferred and edited, this would make us what? Video 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Take 200.
Then in that case, I think you should trust her. Because somebody keeps interrupting me. And then we start getting on a 3-minute conversation.
You were bitching about me not talking 5 minutes ago. Now you are.
Yeah, but you can't put the blame on me for us taking forever. I'm only 50% of the blame. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needs you, then she would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You have always avoided it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious.
So, you notice that
Yeah.
they're setting, like, Natsuki in front of you the entire time this, like, day? Did you notice that?
Do what?
They're setting, like, Natsuki in front of you a lot more. Like, in the beginning.
Yeah. I should have thought of it way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I knew it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayuri. Hi, Space Crow. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'll make sure it turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Hahaha. Anyway, let's have a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Space Crow. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding, Space Crow. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulging her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I didn't want to admit it. So, I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times, she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you right away. Alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever thought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift, the sky, victim of the currents of wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twisty sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall and fall and even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quail, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eye and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything and who knows what I was thinking before I can speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with her breath, she slowly blows me back, afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of the thing that gives life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into that. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I've noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, everything was okay. We wouldn't really have anything to write about, wouldn't we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional. Yeah, that's... Did you mean that on purpose? Oh, fuck you, Gray.
I'm only gonna be talking whenever it's like fun loving. You gotta pay attention.
I get what she said, that not everybody's two-dimensional. You would understand. Quit breaking the fourth wall, Monica. You're freaking me out a little. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. I'm just dying here. It's alright, Gray. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. I'm just figuring this out because I don't know what's going on, but Monica's freaking me out with all the fourth wall breaking. Because she didn't do it the first 2 days.
Think about the questions I asked you.
Jesus. Jesus is in this game. He's gonna save us from this weeaboo stuff. He's gonna save us.
He's going to kill us all with divine flame so we can start anew without this weird shit.
That's hard for me to say because, you know, my channel consists of a lot of anime stuff. I am. Let's see. You're certainly happy today. Goddamn Space Crow number 2. Why do you use so many big words that nobody with the name Space Crow would use? Of course. You know, I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seems like you've had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to be jealous about. Ahaha. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too, right? Space Crow? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know it sounds stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute. Nobody understands me. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter, the emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips start to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched, really tight. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth it out in the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Because I can't pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not that good, and I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style isn't anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayuri, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. I don't know if the people heard it, but the music glitched for a second and it just freaked me out. The music like had a moment where it's like it sounded like it was going through a blender. Yeah, I guess I really didn't think about it. That's hard is for you. And I'm sorry if I wasn't part of the problem. I understand now. You're not just cute. You're a lot more than that. You're adorable. Shut the fuck up, Space Crow. What was it something I said?
Yeah.
Was it something I said?
Yeah.
Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her palm a little too hard. I see Gray's in the background. I'm going to take a moment. One thing I like about this, as I don't know if we said this in the first video. I know we did in our original recording before it glitched out. But I really like this series because it can open up us doing a little bit more PC.
Yeah.
Like going on the Game Jolt and playing random games. Do what?
Not political correctness for people.
Yeah, no, we're not going completely PC. I mean, we'll go a little more PC, but not completely. We ain't sellouts. But it kind of opens us up to play more PC games, like go on the Game Jolt and stuff. You know what I mean? Which is really good, because I mean, we're not going to do hundreds of these series that are on the PC, because I have so much to catch up on with PS4 exclusives.
And I have speech and donation
True.
on that computer.
True.
Stop fucking with that case. Stop. You ain't this jockey. You're trying to avoid playing this game.
I'm starting to freak out a little bit. Like my anxiety is starting to act up a little bit because I'm wondering what's going to happen next. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was from her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arm and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn the way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay? I will. God, she wrote so much. God.
You're in literature club.
Why do they keep accepting... This is the problem with Literature Club. They keep accepting illiterate people. Because tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart. But what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me, because of you, because of you, because of you.
It's dedicated towards you.
Damn him! Always stealing my girls! Damn you! Another joke that went over people's heads.
Yeah.
They're thinking I'm yelling at you. But I'm yelling at why you. The name is you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that. I don't like it. It's just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things come from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that just can't just be easy to say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can't think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's... I love that look on her face, like that one, like the same one where she's crying, where she's trying to hide her face and she's shying a little bit more, like being shy.
Yeah.
because it's like opposite of her character. Meaningful. Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes him back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with her assertion. I don't want it. Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki's doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good! If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leave it at that. Despite her best effort to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so. Go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. We'll read to Sayuri next. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about that, what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, but like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? And this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Space Crow. Sayuri, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hee hee. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayuri, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayuri cheerfully walks out to the classroom, humming to herself. That's very strange. Well done, Space Crow. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these past few days. Yuri, please say something that I haven't heard already. Has my advice been helpful to you? No, it hasn't. I'm glad. Sharing our writing is like this. It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others like. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's fun getting to know everyone in their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Space Crow? Well, you know how I like to say that writing's a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe that it's more important in exploring and discovering yourself. I agree. God, my nose is itchy. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? You're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good moment. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinions is so fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri? That's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked? Yuri? What was I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. This beach and her goddamn cursive writing. No, it's actually called Beach. What time is it? I marvel, millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth, chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expose of bliss, but beneath gray rolling skies, an endless enigma. You know what I'm thinking this is? I think this is going to turn out like Danganronpa. Like, all of a sudden there's a murder, and all of the literature club has to work together to catch the killer. That's what my opinion is right now. Because this game, the more I'm playing it, the more it reminds me of Danganronpa.
Okay, you're not even close. So
Then don't tell me. If I'm not close, don't tell me. That's what I've been thinking since this game begun. That it's like Danganronpa. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Oh my god, there's so much to read.
Just you don't want to read it.
Well, I have to. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. Where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Well, it's gently lick at your foundation until you give in. Sex joke. Or will suddenly a wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye. Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary lines, tempting by the foamy... Fuck that word. Turn back and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward and I return to Earth forevermore. You know, people should give me points and like go like this video. Because for me being so illiterate, there's a lot of goddamn reading in this game. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard. After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I see. Oh, so they figured out they wrote the same theme. So both of them decided to write their poems about beaches. So the poem that Natsuki showed me has nothing to do with the one she wrote for everybody else. God damn it, my wire's stuck. I'm not going to be able to fix it now. Sometimes tells me the poem Natsuki showed me isn't the one she plans on sharing with everyone else. Of course, I chose not to mention that to Yuri. I suppose it'd be better to compare the difference in our writing styles or through process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it was no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wanted to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion.
Jess, I want you to stop for a second. Think about what you told her yesterday and what she's doing today.
What did I tell her yesterday? It's been 4 videos since then.
You basically told her this is like Natsuki's and you like Natsuki's poems.
Yuri, are you trying to get my attention? Speak up. Forever hold your peace. Because this is a one-lady guy. Unless 2 ladies want him. Then he's willing to make a decision. To have 2 ladies. Fuck you. You know that was funny. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Get out of here, Yuri. I'm tired of your cursive ass. Play on words. Cursive ass. Okay, you 3. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You divided from the usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Did she? What is her usual catchphrase? I don't even remember her original catchphrase. That's how much I'm not paying attention.
That's why I'm talking less, so you can't pay attention.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sigh. Sayuri always keeps a light mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little that when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually hasn't been feeling too well. She went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my First of all, the way my bank account is separated is I have to take money from my checking account, put it in my savings account so I can put my saving account into my checking account. So, you know, that's how my bank account works. That's why I can't roll like that. Fuck you. Kevin Hart's funny. I fucked that joke up, but Kevin Hart's funny.
I like Kevin Hart. He just fucked up the joke.
The way my bank account's set up. I like the story about the raccoon masturbating in front of his window, and then he's sitting there like, I walked by my dining room window, and there's just a raccoon sitting there masturbating in front of the window, and then he just points his finger at him and goes pow pow, and I ran to my wife. I was like, honey, there was a raccoon jacking off in our dining room window, and he pointed a gun at me and shot me. And then my wife is like, Really, you have to go around making up these stories? What do you get from this? A raccoon could even make the shape of a gun. He doesn't have a thumb. I'm like, okay, maybe he's like this, but the point is... I'm sorry. People, that joke probably would have worked better if they could see my hands.
Yeah.
She's kind of avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Oh. That's curious expression from Yuri of people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out... Hey, Monica! I just asked you a motherfucking question. What did Sayuri say to you? Don't you just switch subjects on me. I ain't stupid. I got an IQ a little bit higher than a goldfish. Not by much. But I realize you're avoiding this thing. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Space Crow, what will you be doing? I will be eating cupcakes.
Sure fucking will.
Aw, man. I mean, I feel bad that Sayuri went home early, because I'm actually can't wait for this festival. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. So Yuri will be helping me design them. And as for you, Yuri? Yuri, you can. Go fuck yourself. And your cursive ass. Guys.
I will kill you.
Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case. But if I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love Atmosphere. How much more time do we have left? We actually should end this video here. So I would like to thank everybody for watching, and if you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed Gray's conversation, what little of it there was, go check out his channel. Link will be in the description. You want to say something now? Nope, he's just giving me a stupid smile. So we'll see you guys in the next time.